Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather, and this is Henry, and this is Create Your Own Cozy. On this week's video, I am doing some spring thrift flips for profit. If you want to see what I come up with, stick around. So let's get started on the first project. This project is going to be for my home. I thrifted these cute little birds a while back, and I just love the opportunity for two-tone. I don't like that brown, that dark brown, but I do like that beige. So what I'm going to do, since it's a very porous beige, is put a clear coat over the beige so that the paint doesn't stick into it. And then I'm just using white Rust-Oleum chalked paint that I get at Walmart. 2 coats of that. And then over that beige part that I put the white clear coat of paint, I'm just using a baby wipe to rub it back. Now, I have fought this for a while, but my home has like wood tones, beiges, and whites all over it. So I thought this was a good opportunity to have this cute little two-toned bird in my home. However, this Rust-Oleum chalked paint is very bright white. So I just took a watered down antiquing wax to put it over it to kind of grunge up the white a little bit so that it wasn't so bright. Let me know what you think. Next, I'm tackling this really ugly wooden bunny. First things first is take this fabric out. So after I did that, I went over this wood that was very dry wood with some clear wax. That way when I put white wax on it, it didn't just suck it up completely. So I covered this whole thing with the clear wax, just the Waverly clear wax that I get at Walmart. And I believe you can buy it online as well. And then after that, I covered it with the DIY white wax. This is by far my favorite white wax by the DIY brand. In my opinion, it's worth paying the extra money for it because it goes further and it's just a cleaner look. Next, I'm taking the old fabric piece to use as a template, and I'm just using a drop cloth and then using a skewer stick to get it through this little hole for the ears. And then I'm going to make a little necktie. And I think it looks a lot better than when I got it. What do you think? Next, I'm going to use this old used cutting board I got from the thrift store. I think it was $2. It has a lot of cut marks in it. I just kind of left those there. I did 2 coats of this Rust-Oleum chalk paint on it. I really didn't have a vision for this thing when I started. I just knew I just needed to go. So 2 coats, this is what it looked like. And then I put an orbital sander over it, and I feel like it looks a lot better. I was about to go do a clear coat just to protect it, and then decided I'm going to use my antiquing wax watered down. Again, this is a very bright white, and I didn't like how bright it was. So I just put that on there to dull it down a little bit. And then I put the clear coat on it. Now, originally I was going to put the transfer right on here, but it looks so flat. So I got some of my fabric out. I got this large piece of burlap and some drop cloth and thought this would be a way to add some dimension to it. So I decided which transfer I wanted to use from the Iron Orchid brocante pack. That's the one I'm using throughout this video. I just love them, and let's use them. So I cut my drop cloth to size. I used the stick that it came with to put it directly onto the fabric. And then when I'm done, I turn that top sheet over and make sure I burnish it into the fabric. Now I fray up the edges, but I want them to look very neatly frayed. So I make sure I give it a little haircut before doing the final attachment to the board. Now, this is what it looks like on its own, and it seems flat still. So here's the benefit of adding, it's kind of like matting your picture. So I use this Gorilla heavy duty spray adhesive because that's what I had in the house. I went outside because it stunk, sprayed the back, put it on very flat, and then flipped this over and sprayed the back really well. And then make sure I pushed it down really flat. What do you guys think? Now this next project is a bunch of little figurines, and I'm going to lump them together and call it one project. I found the sleeping bunny for 50 cents. It is for my best friend. I know, big spender over here, but wanted to get some other little critters ready for the booth. Got that for $2 at the thrift store, and then got these little gnomes at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a piece. The prices went up, but I just love some gnomes. Normally I don't like them with eyes, but I think these guys turned out really well. I am going to do one coat of apothecary on all of it except the shiny pink one. That required 2 coats of apothecary. After that dried, a layer of white wax, and these guys are transformed and adorable little spring critters. And last but certainly not least, I think this turned out as my favorite. I got these embroidery hoops at the thrift store. This one was $1.99. These two were $2.99 for 2, and thought they would look really great with some drop cloth and this IOD transfer. So I did iron the drop cloth. I wanted to look a little bit old, but not crazy. So I did iron it and then cut back the transfers to fit the way I wanted it to, and did the same thing that I did before. Just take my time and make sure that I'm really scraping with the tool that they gave me, slow and steady. If you do pull it up and it didn't come up all the way, just put the plastic back down and go over it again. It's a pretty seamless process, and I'm really excited about how these guys turned out. So what did you guys think? Did you guys have a favorite? Did you have something that you might be inspired to pick up and try for yourself? My birthday is this weekend and I am excited because I got my hair done today. So of course I have to do a video when a professional gets this mess straight. And I'm ahead of schedule, so I'm so excited. If you guys enjoyed this content, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below your favorite project, or what would you like to see me work on in the future? Just some ideas that you guys might have. In addition, I would love it if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And thank you so much again for your support. Feel free to share this with as many people that you think would like it. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.